back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad.
Coach, we are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. I don't even know why this team showed up. Hey!
56. Mike, 56.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Oh, here we go. Oh. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, one underlying storyline between these two teams is that the Chiefs head coach Andy Reid, he knows a lot about Nick Foles, the Jags QB. He drafted the quarterback when he was calling the shots in Philadelphia and later would sign him to Kansas City as a backup in 2016. But Kansas City, they have won the last 4 in this series, including a 30-14 victory a year ago. At the time, that got the Chiefs to 5-0 on the young season. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Watch out for Hill on the return. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Yellow. I'm the Wooly.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me.
15.
It's me and you. Show it up. Show it up.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And Watkins, you see him there, still down and slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second and 11 now. Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Let's go! Let's go!
Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Yellow. On the line, right?
Gotta do better.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Second and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Let's go, baby!
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
I'm on. Hey, Delta.
Mike, 53.
Step.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right? And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, Foxtrot.
53 to Mike.
On second and 10, it's Minshew. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And it's third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up third and 10.
Let's go. 53. Mike 53. Check, 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 check.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mahomes going to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. On first down, Mahomes.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And again, it's Mahomes. It's Kelce on the ground. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Kelce, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards. 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 46 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Leonard Fournette. Well, they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Minshew throwing on third down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put them on the backside of the formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better match.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
They'll run on first down. Williams. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. Attack!
Now here's Mahomes. Got his man, it's Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now it's Mahomes again. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, "Oh no, I'm keeping my job." But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
That's good.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A nice gain of 21 yards. Mahomes now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. It's Hill, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
15.
Watch the pass.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Butker now to add the extra point. And the kick here, no good. But a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Jaguars, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. That one complete to Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40.
A gain of 18 on the play.
And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has kept the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Ripley.
High 7, let's go.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. When plays break down, that's normally when Mahomes is at his best throwing the football, but as we saw, he can run it too. Last year, 60 carries, 272 yards, great elusiveness and speed, and the Chiefs obviously don't want him to be a running quarterback, but if he sees an angle like he did there, any opening, he has the ability to take it and run. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Al Woods picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Fire down these two.
44 is the mic. Smoke. Check. Hey, pick your game up. 44 is the mic.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And what can they do here on second and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively nice. And it'll be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Hey, they're scared.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On second and 9. Minshew got his man. It's Eifert. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know it's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now Mahomes. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Avery Jones making his presence felt on the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and through. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Back now in Jacksonville, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The extra point up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Williams. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point safely through, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run with Fournette. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Ready?
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 35. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Minshew looking to throw. The 20. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19. Looking to throw it. Minshew completes it to Lee. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Jonathan Joseph will get the credit for the sack. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
They run it again with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well.